Hi everyone, Angel the Mathematician from Garcia Academy, and today we're going to talk about more with functions. So here we go. We learned a lot in the last unit about functions, tables, graphs, and linear equations. Yes, I've learned a lot. Let's review some of the most important things we learned. A function machine is when you put one value in and a different value comes out. There are a lot of real-life examples of function machines, like a soda machine, the turnstile at the subway station, and even a summer job. We learned that each function machine always did the same thing when something was added to it. This was called the function rule. Here's the function rule right here. Let's see. Okay. All you need to know was the input value and the function rule to figure out what the output value would be. We even learned that if we knew that the output and the function rule, we could actually figure out what the input value must have been. Finally, we found one of the best tools to organize all this and figure out new values, to use a function table. But there is even more we can do with functions, and especially function tables. Let's see how we can take the information. Let's see, what's this word? The is in the function table and actually put it on a graph. First, there are a few basic rules about graphs we should review. A graph is made up of two axes, the x-axis and the y-axis. The x-axis is the line that goes across the paper. The y-axis is the line that goes from top to bottom on the paper. So what does this have to do with functions and function tables? In most instances, the numbers in the first column, the input of the value table, correspond to a location, the x-axis. We also call these values the domain. In most instances, the numbers in the second column, output of the volume of the function table, correspond to a location on the y-axis. We can also refer to these as the range. When plotted on the graph, it looks like this. These input-output values are referred to as ordered pairs. Graphs make it easier to see if there is a trend or relationship and to predict what future output values will be as the input values changes. So now you'll see why taking the extra step of graphing a function table can be another really helpful tool. But you may be wondering, is every table a function table? Unfortunately, no. Let's look at some ways we can tell if a table is a function table of just a list of values. First, remember, for something to be a function, there is only one y for every x. So when x equals 5, y 7, no matter how many times you put 5 into the function machine, it will always come out as 7. If you put input 5 and 7 comes out the first time, and 11 comes out the second time, and 15 comes out the third time, then it is not a function machine. Let's look at it in table form. Let's look at this one in table form. You see that every time you put the number 5, a different number comes out. Will the graph look different if it was not a function table? Let's see. There is a way you can check the graph to see if the function. If you draw a straight line down the graph, does it hit more than one ordered pair? If yes, then it's not a function table. Here is another example. This is also not a function table or function graph. See here? Okay, so now you have two ways to check to see if a table is a function. Check the input and output values and draw a graph. Now you won't be fooled. You will know if it is a function or not. Okay guys, thanks so much for watching and hope you liked this video.